What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Special video today, sort of a thank you. Recently, I uploaded a ALOLAN RAICHU video, best of 3, and that video put me over 300 subs, well over 300 subs. So I didn't include the team code then. I made a couple of little changes that you wouldn't notice from watching that video, but basically, I wanted to share the team code as a thank you for the 300 subs. Super nice, super exciting, and I appreciate it. This team is not going to be the best team competitively, but it's really fun, and the more familiar you are with it, the better chance you have at being successful with it. That goes for any team. I realize that as I said it. But it is not a slouching team by any means. We have dual terrains happening with Indeedee and Pincurchin, both to support Raichu. Raichu leads most of the time with either Indeedee or Pincurchin, and Raichu has both Rising Voltage and Expanding Force, meaning it will get actual move boosts and stab boosts, obviously, naturally, Electric Psychic type, from having the Psychic Terrain or the Electric Terrain up, and you have control over all of that. Additionally, Crocodile's there to provide Intimidate support. Crocodile outspeeds most Trick Room users out of Trick Room, and underspeeds most speed threats, I guess you would say, in Trick Room. So it's a really nice Pokemon to have, just a sort of a middle speed tier Pokemon. It also is defensively bulky, it's impish nature, so it's going to be able to take some hits. And the reason you want a Pokemon that can sort of work in and out of Trick Room is because this team also works really well in Trick Room with Porygon 2 and Mimikyu both holding Trick Room, obviously to support Pincurchin, Crocodile when necessary, and Mimikyu has the Room Service to make it even slower under Trick Room. Mimikyu has come in clutch in a lot of my games just practicing with this team. So, yeah, those are some tips on how to use the team. But regardless, if you have already skipped ahead to the battles, I don't blame you. But if not, that's how you use the team. I appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe if you're excited to use this team for yourself. And yeah, let's jump into our first battle, shall we? Our opponent has an ALOLAN RAICHU. That's nuts. Alright, so it actually also has Weezing, which is a big problem for our team, because our team's whole entire setup is relying on our abilities to set terrain and our abilities to and Surge Surfer, basically. It's not impossible. Definitely not impossible. I can lead Raichu and Indeedee, because that's the opposite of what Weezing wants to see. Weezing doesn't want to see Psychic types. I think in the back, Crocodile definitely helps us out a lot against their ALOLAN RAICHU, as well as Cinderace and Urshifu with the Intimidate. Do I want Pincurchin to help with Electric Terrain? Or do I want an option to go into Trick Room with Mimikyu? I might want the Mimikyu option, actually. We can set our own Electric Terrain by Dynamaxing Raichu if we really need to. But I think that Mimikyu and Crocodile in the back, in case they bring their own Raichu, is going to be helpful. Ninetales and Urshifu, actually. Okay. That's the Water Urshifu, which I do like seeing for sure. Okay. I actually kind of feel like we don't need to worry about Urshifu here. I kind of feel like the play is to just double Expanding Force. They don't have Fake Out pressure, so if we just double Expanding Force, I think we're good. They don't have any Dark types in the back either, so I think the double Expanding Force is kind of the play. It's so annoying that you can't tell which Urshifu is going to come out based on team preview. So you really just have to bring, like, a flying type or something. If that had been the Dark Urshifu, this matchup would be entirely different. They're going to Gigantamax their Urshifu, actually, so we're really going to pray here that that this Expanding Force does a lot of damage. It also makes me wish I didn't ignore Urshifu. I just said, like, Urshifu is somebody we don't have to worry about here, but we do. Oh! Nah, I'm good. I'm good. We don't got to worry about Urshifu. Look at the hails up now, too. They're like, dang. Just see how much that did. Alolan Raichu. Not even Dynamaxed. Rapid Flow comes out. Doesn't matter if it goes into Indeedee, because we're living on one. And we can actually finish it off with Expanding Force. That's amazing. Double knockout. Look how good Expanding Force is. That is insane. I definitely thought that we were going to take out the Ninetales with that combo, but I didn't expect to take out a Gigantamax Urshifu, although I guess I should have assumed. Urshifu's defenses are really, they leave a lot to be desired. Indeedee's going to go down, but I'm okay. Indeedee, you did your job. That was insane. That was absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Now we can bring in Mimikyu and have a double threat thing here. Whenever Mimikyu's on the field, you want to target it. You absolutely need to target that thing. They're going to bring out their own Raichu, which may have Expanding Force. And what we can do is just protect Raichu, I think, and go for Phantom Force with Mimikyu. The issue we could run into is if they target Mimikyu. Maybe not. Maybe we just get big. We go for Max Geyser into Cinderace. Or we could... Let's just go Max... They can't use Sucker Punch. Let's just go Max Lightning into Cinderace. And let's Phantom Force into Raichu. A little bit of a rush decision there, but I just realized they can't go for Sucker Punch with Psychic Terrain up right now. They could next turn if this doesn't kill. But on the next turn, we will be faster. Nice Dynamax Raichu right there. You like to see it in the Raichu video. Iron Head's going to come out into Mimikyu, I assume. And now, actually, an Expanding Force is probably going to take out Mimikyu. But we're going to take out that Cinderace for sure here. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're going to be faster than it now, but it can use Sucker Punch, so I don't know if that was our best play. They actually only have Psychic. They don't have Expanding Force, so we should live this. Oh, we flinched from the Iron Head? That's so obnoxious. Okay. Huh. I really want Cinderace to go down, and I think the best way to do that safely, without taking Sucker Punch damage in Raichu, is just to max guard here. We have the time, because of the momentum we gained from the first turn. So I kind of feel like maybe... I mean, maybe Trick Room could be good. Because now, yeah, now Mimikyu can't get Sucker Punched either. And I do think we live another Psychic, although we might go down to Hail after that. It's just that with... Ooh, okay, good. We did live that, meaning Iron Head can go off into Mimikyu, they can take the Life Orb damage, and they can go down to Hail. If we'd gotten Trick Room up there, having Crocodile in the back to take on the Raichu would have had nothing they could do about it. It's really fun that we got a team that's using Alolan Raichu as well. Okay, here comes Crook, and we can get that nice Lash Out animation. Our opponent just, you know, soiled themselves at Crook coming out here. They could have Surf, but I'm not too worried about that. I'll go for Max Geyser just to stop the hail, but Lash Out should clean it up here. I doubt this Raichu has anything it can do. Yeah, they're just going to cancel the battle. So we're not going to get the Lash Out animation. Our opponent deprived us of that. But really great game for Alolan Raichu. Really showing off its power. And those are the kinds of like first turn decisions you have to make. Are you going to bring in Pincurchin from the back to boost your speed? Are you going to bring in Indeedee? Like you can swap in Indeedee and go for an expanding force on the first turn if you really wanted to. If you're going to outspeed the opponents anyway without the electric surge surfer. I hope you know what I'm saying because I don't. Next battle, we're taking on Nipple Man. They have a Volcarona on their team. That's pretty cool. They also have a Grassy Seed Drifblim. That's a cool team over there. Grimmsnarl. You don't see Grimmsnarl very often. You saw him all the time in the beginning of when this game dropped. What's our play? We would actually outspeed the Drifblim if we had Electric Terrain up. So I kind of want to just go for Electric Terrain. That said, Indeedee could do some real damage. Why don't we bring Indeedee, but we bring Pincurchin in the back as well? And maybe we bring Mimikyu. Yeah, Mimikyu is definitely good against this team late game. Super effective against all three of those last Pokemon there. And it's just going to be a battle to see. Yeah, no, this is okay. This is good. Pincurchin doesn't love Duraludon very much, but if Pincurchin can start getting some curses off, it doesn't really care what your typing is, to be honest. If you want to see what I'm talking about, definitely go check out my Pincurchin video from way back when. Not way back when, it was a couple months ago, but we showed what Pincurchin could do. It's funny, all of my teams that I made in previous videos and shared the rental code are going to start disappearing because they're no longer you can use them, but they don't apply to the new threats in the meta. So it's sort of a weird. I just kind of want to Dynamax and go for Rising or Max Lightning into Grimmsnarl. They could definitely set up Light Screen right away, but this might be our best way of dealing with that. And we'll see what Duraludon wanted to do. It might Snarl, honestly. If this is a Snarl Duraludon, this would be a perfect chance for it to do that. But let's see what this Max Lightning can do with Electric Terrain up through a Light Screen, because I do think that's what's going to happen here. We have to prepare ourselves for this to not do a lot, I think. Oh, Grimmsnarl's going to disappear. Ground type? No, Rillaboom. Wow, so they're changing it to Electric Terrain, or Grassy Terrain, and we're going to change it back to Electric Terrain in a second here. Very interesting. Probably a G-Max Grimmsnarl, or Grimmsnarl. Rillaboom, if I had to guess. We might be doubling into Rillaboom in this next turn. Max Lightning. That's some solid damage there. And we could switch it back to Electric Terrain. This way their Drifblim, if it's anywhere in the back, will not get its Grassy Seed popped. Dark Pulse into Pincurchin. Oh, they were going for Indeedee. That's right. Way back when, Feels like ages ago, doesn't it? I think we can go Mindstorm here into Rillaboom. They might fake out Pincurchin, but if not, let's just get the Poison Jab. I have a sinking feeling that they are going to Gigantamax their Rillaboom. If they do, they'll probably also max guard, but... Nope. They went for the fake out. Okay. So they're going to take out Pincurchin. Assuming they Dark Pulsed into Pincurchin again? They might not, though. They might Dark Pulse into Raichu this time. And if they do... They did, okay. Raichu doesn't love that, but it's okay. Do I want to save Pincurchin for any reason? Let's see what their next Pokemon's going to be. If they bring the Grimmsnarl back out, Pincurchin could Poison Jab. I don't know. It's so funny that the Game Freak logo is on that little billboard back there. See it? So they actually have Volcarona. That's nuts. I don't want Volcarona to be on the field by any means. So I think, since we have Mimikyu in the back to help deal with Duraludon, indeed it doesn't help deal with Duraludon. I think Volcarona is the bigger threat. So why don't we double into it? Risky. But it could be worth it. They could protect. I could see a protect coming out here. So that they can finish me off with... They also haven't Dynamaxed yet. Wow. Okay, they did not protect, which is awesome. They also don't even have a Focus Sash, so we're just gonna Liquidation this this Duraludon. It's probably gonna do nothing. But at least it'll be rain boosted. Wow, they refuse to Dynamax. They're probably gonna Dynamax that Duraludon now. Now that I'm looking at it. Could be an issue. Regardless, I think... Is it worth it to try to get Trick Room up? I think we probably could. I can't see a world in which that that Duraludon doesn't Dynamax, which is very scary for what we have left. I think we have to try to Trick Room. I also think that Liquidation did a decent amount, considering. Curse could help Pincurchin deal with screens. Let's just try it. We're banking on getting this up. Fake out can't happen. Psychic Terrain. They actually didn't Dynamax yet. What are they waiting for? That was a great turn then. Because now we can just... Now they didn't get a defense boost from a potential Steel Spike, which is definitely what I thought was going to happen there. I thought they were going to Dynamax Duraludon, go for the Steel Spike, and get screens up, but they blew it by going for a Fake Out, and then still did not Dynamax. So now a Play Rough can come into that Duraludon. Although I got to be so careful too, because Indeedee can't do anything to Grimmsnarl. I think I have to Poison Jab Grimmsnarl. I just realized that. Indeedee doesn't have any moves that do any damage to Grimmsnarl, so if Mimikyu goes down, we could be in real trouble. Oh, boy. I don't know. the nice thing is that Ndidi does have its Focus Sash intact, so when it comes out, although I don't know if Psychic Terrain might go away by the time Ndidi comes out. Sucker Punch, you can't do it. So this Grimmsnarl does not have screens. Poison Jab. Oh my gosh, that did so much damage. Did it get the poison? It did not. But that Grimmsnarl can't do anything. Play Rough. That did nothing. Wow, that's so disappointing. Yeah, this could be a real problem if the Psychic Terrain goes away here, which I think it does. I really thought that we'd have enough turns that Psychic Terrain would go away and then Ndidi could come out. But I do think Psychic Terrain is going to disappear right here. No, it didn't. Okay, cool. We have one more turn. That's awesome. Expanding Force can happen one more time. And Poison Jab can take out Grimmsnarl. That's really good. That's really, really good. Okay, they also can't Sucker Punch Ndidi. This might be possible. If we can get the Expanding Force off into the Duraludon, which has such weak special defense, in Psychic Terrain, Pincurchin could actually finish it up on the next turn. Although, if they're just getting all these Steel Spikes up, then Pincurchin has a harder time doing that. Okay. Goodbye, Grimmsnarl. Come on, Ndidi. It's a single target Expanding Force. They went first. Wait, we knew that. We knew that. Goes down to the Sash. Come on. This is so close. That didn't do enough. Psychic Terrain's gone now. We have one more turn of Trick Room. If we have one more turn of Trick Room, that's actually great. 2 more turns of Trick Room. That's not what you want to see, I don't think. I could Helping Hand. Into Pincurchin. Do I think Expanding Force without the Psychic Terrain? I think Helping Hand is actually what we want to do. Man, I don't think it's going to happen. Not very effective. Not very effective. I could bank on them attacking Ndidi. Oh god. Helping Hand. I'm going to Curse, actually. Helping Hand into Curse means nothing. I really should have Expanding Force, just because I ran out of time there. If I can bank on them attacking Ndidi and not Pincurchin here, then we can get up one more Curse, and then when they are out of Dynamax, we could actually do some damage on our last turn of Trick Room. I might have just panicked and blew it. Blew our only chance. Wormwind into Pincurchin. Yeah, it's over. If I'd gotten a little more Expanding Force damage there, I think maybe we could have done it right here. That was such a bad play. I should have Expanding Forced and gone for Curse. Because now it's smaller, and with the additional Expanding Force damage, I really don't know if this is possible. This is going to be a heartbreaker, because it's going to do enough that, knowing that it's not going to kill, but it's going to do enough that Expanding Force... Oh, they're faster? Wait, they were outspeeding us... Oh, this is still under Trick Room. Trick Room did not go away. That's right. Okay. Well, good game, Nipple Man. I think Helping Handing into... I don't know. I don't know if it would have helped with those Steel Spikes. I think that our opponent just got enough Steel Spikes up that there was nothing we could do at the end there. And we had too many turns of Trick Room left. If Trick Room had gone away and Ndidi would have outsped at the end, then a certain amount of, you know, Zing Zaps and Expanding Forces under Trick Room could have helped us finish it off if Trick Room had turned back over. Great game, though. So close. Next battle. Okay. Our opponent actually just has a team... Oh, no. Volcarona is on it. I was going to say that this team existed before Isle of Armor, but it didn't. It didn't. I like seeing this team, though, to be honest, because Raichu and Pincurchin, yes. If they want to lead Indeedee and Hatterene, then we can actually just curse with Pincurchin, and if... You'll see. We don't have to talk about it until it happens, but... Crocodile likes this game, I think. Does it? It's both strong and weak against everything. Intimidate helps out. And it's good against Incineroar. And it's good. Yeah, it's strong and weak against everything. I don't know what to say there. I don't think our own Indeedee is the play. I think if we need to set Psychic Terrains, Raichu's going to do it itself. Maybe Porygon 2, but maybe Mimikyu. I kind of think Mimikyu. Doesn't like Intimidates, but... No. Let's try Porygon here. Assuming they can get up Trick Room, we want to bring our Trick Room users. We're not leading with Pokemon that can stop them from using Trick Room, so... Yeah. Right? Oh god, Slack, leave me alone. Okay. So this is interesting. They might set up Trick Room. We're going to set the Electric Surge. They could fake out Pincurchin. They could also, like, Throat Chop Raichu. I think I get big and go for a Max Geyser immediately. And I think I try and Curse with Pincurchin. In case they go for the Throat Chop into Raichu, Pincurchin's going to be so much stronger once they set up Trick Room. I'm not going to try and stop them from setting up Trick Room. I'm just not going to do it. Everybody in the back likes it. Crocodile doesn't necessarily benefit from it if the Pokemon that they have in the back are all really slow. But Mimikyu definitely likes it. It's a shame we didn't bring Mimikyu, because I just realized we didn't. But Porygon also likes it, so maybe Porygon will have to reset it at some point, but... Or unset it. You know what I'm saying. Hey, have you commented, and subscribed for Alolan Raichu yet? Let's do it. Why not? Oh man, those eyes. Okay, so are they going to fake out? They do. No, they ally switch. Okay, so they are going to go for a Throat Chop. But Pincurchin... Wow, okay, that is not what I anticipated happening there. Throat Chop's going to hurt... Snarl, actually. Snarl's not going to hurt. I'm okay with that. I mean, obviously, I'd rather my special attack not be down, but I'd also rather not get Throat Chop there, so... Curse, do your thing. I actually kind of just want to keep cursing, to be honest. It's going to decentivize them from going for Trick Room at all. Let's try and Max Geyser again. Should I just go for another Curse? Is that getting greedy? Should I be liquidationing something? No, I think I just want to keep cursing. And then at some point we can even take out Dusclops with Pincurchin. I don't know. How fun is this team? Come on. It's almost entirely made of Pokemon that you never see used. Some of them because they're new. And Pincurchin, that's really all I'm talking about. Because you definitely see Mimikyu. Parting Shot, okay. That Dusclops is not at a healthy HP. And the more they want to... Like, we could even switch out Raichu if we wanted to at some point. Okay, so there's the Hatterene. Now's the time to Poison Jab. Now's definitely the time to Poison Jab. We can... Hatterene's not going to like a Max Lightning here. And Poison Jab can go into Hatterene. Maybe the better play is just Zing Zap? I'm sitting at plus... Yeah, I think Zing Zap's the play, just in case they do Ally Switch again. Let's see. They did Ally Switch, so Zing Zap should take out Dusclops here at +2. And they're not going to like a Max Lightning, even though I'm -2 special attack. I wonder if they actually went for Trick Room, because that would be amazing. They didn't Dynamax, so... Okay, that did not kill Dusclops. It almost did, though. And they set up Trick Room. This is great. This is great. I can Rising Voltage into... I'm going to kill a Pokemon here. Do I think they're going to Ally Switch again? They've Ally Switched every single turn, and I have yet to call it. I think we can Rising Voltage into Hatterene and Zing Zap here, expecting them to Ally Switch again. It's actually, I should Poison Jab. Yeah. They're gonna Dynamax Hatterene. They didn't. Okay. So what is this? A Dazzling Gleam? Pincurchin's so good under Trick Room. Once it gets curses up. Dazzling Gleam doesn't kill either. Oh, and it's Life Orbed. Okay. Rising Voltage is gonna love this. Awesome. Rain's still up, so even if Incineroar wants to come out here, it has to make a choice of which Pokemon it's gonna target. Incineroar has to come out here. Okay, they actually had the Volcarona. Very interesting. But Volcarona cannot... Huh. What's our best play here? I think it might actually be to go into Crocodile. And we can try and Liquidation, or we can try and Zing Zap. No, we try to Liquidation Volcarona here. I don't want Volcarona to get up a Quiver Dance, if that's what it's going to try and do. I don't totally know what Volcarona wants to do in VGC yet. But this will at least minimize the attack output of this Incineroar. It's probably going to fake out, but I think it's going to fake out into... Okay, that was the right choice. Struggle Bug. Oh, weird. Oh, it's a double target. Okay, that makes more sense. Interesting. Struggle Bug works like it works like Snarl? I don't think I knew that. I think I only knew it as like a weak. Okay, Electricity and Rain disappeared there. Definitely feels like... How many turns of Trick Room left? 2 more turns? I don't know. I think High Horsepower... You know what? Lash Out could be really good. If we can bank on... as long as they're both equally effective... High Horsepower does more damage, but Lash Out could be really good if they go for, like... Struggle Bug again, or... Let's try it. But that's also liquidation for sure into the Volcarona. We're still sitting at +1 attack. And we're at -2 speed. This has to be Volcarona. I think their smarter play would actually be to go Incineroar. I don't know. Okay. What you got for me, Bug? I don't know that Incineroar can take out Pincurchin at that health. It's at -1 attack. You can't fake out. It's not that turn anymore. Liquidation doing a decent amount. Oh, we lowered the defense. That's huge for the next turn. Lash out. We're slower than this Volcarona. Okay. I did kind of think that this is great. This is great. Liquidation's going to take out Volcarona this next turn. And we still have Alolan Raichu once, yeah, once Trick Room's over. Download's going to activate. It's going to boost our attack, so not helpful. Download did not come up big in these videos at all. Yeah, I think I can Thunderbolt into... Liquidation's going to kill. That's so awesome. Pincurchin's amazing. Pincurchin's so good. One of my favorites initially from the new designs when Sword and Shield came out. So good. Oh no, we got burned. They had to try and stop us somehow. Yeah, Thunderbolt's gonna do a good amount here. At least enough that... Oh, you know what? That did not do as much as I wanted it to. Snarl, though. Interesting. Smart. Smart. We just have to try and start whittling away at this thing, because otherwise, I don't know... I mean, I don't know how they win. They're just going to keep going for Snarls. Ignoring Pincurchin. Completely disrespecting Pincurchin. Pincurchin's obviously going to die next turn. Let's see how much this Liquidation can do. It should just be hitting for neutral damage. That's a good amount. By the time Alolan Raichu comes back in here, we can Liquidation in case they don't go for Snarl. I mean, at some point they're going to pop a Berry too. It's just doing so little to Porygon 2. It's lowering our special attack, but I mean, at the end of the day, even if this comes down to time, which it's not going to, Raichu can come in now. Raichu has to get off a Surf. And I think I just Thunderbolt. I mean, I could also just Trick Room to put us in the driver's seat a little bit more, but that doesn't matter. This might come down to time, and we'll just have more HP. If this Surf doesn't kill, they're not a Soul Fest. They have Parting Shot. Okay, let's see. Oh god, it's gonna pop the Berry right there. It's obnoxious. And actually, if they have like Flare Blitz or something... Huh, did we just back ourselves into a weird little corner here? I just think that we win on timer. And if they have Flare Blitz, which they might, then they're going to be doing damage themselves, because Porygon's not going to care about it. Unless they were to get like... Oh no, they're just going to Snarl. They're just going to keep snarling. Once they see Recover, they might cancel. Very anticlimactic if that's what happens here, but this is like the way to win this battle. There's no way that they can end up with more HP than us. I think they're probably just going to cancel here once they realize that. No. No, they're just going to go for it. They're banking on a super crit, super duper crit. And at any point in time, that can happen for us too. So I'm cool with playing out the game this way. Look how little it's doing. We actually paralyzed them, which is great. Yeah, let's just keep going. Who cares? I'll just keep talking to you guys. This team is really fun to use. The dual terrains is something that as soon as ALOLAN RAICHU came into the game, but wasn't allowed on ranked yet, it's been in the game for so long. It's been in the game since Incineroar's been in the game, which feels like years ago now. Why are you parting shotting? I'm just going to lower my attack now. Yeah, as soon as I realized that it could benefit from both Psychic Terrain and Electric Terrain, I've been dying to use it. And then they introduced 2 moves in the Isle of Armor that nobody was expecting that get benefit from both Electric Terrain and Psychic Terrain. So it is such a fun team to use. It's a really good way to capitalize on the new moves, on the introduction of Raichu. And I think it honestly utilizes both Indeedee and Pincurchin as well. They're not just there. I mean, this battle alone should have showed you that Pincurchin is not just there to set up Electric Terrain for Raichu. Pincurchin is there to battle. Yeah, I hope that he works out for you guys as well. Here comes Flare Blitz, finally. Does nothing. It's going to hurt himself. We can recover. We're faster now, actually. We should definitely still recover. Yeah, good battle to our opponent. Battle was canceled. Really fun. Really fun one. I love seeing Volcarona, but even more than that, I love seeing Pincurchin alongside ALOLAN RAICHU. We got to Dynamax it a couple times today. It's a really fun team. Please let me know if you use it. Please let me know if you have any questions about using it. I try to respond to every single one of my comments. Yeah, thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for 300 subs. I'm not going to bring up the team again, but just go back to the beginning or go into the description below if you want to use the rental code. And if you just want to use it on Showdown, I'll put a Pokepaste in there as well. Hey, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Pokeberm, like, comment, subscribe. What else did I forget? Oh, have a good day. Later.